Welcome to LFN News, a production of LFN Media, bringing you the latest in celebrity news, with specific analysis to keep you in the know of what is going on around you. As most of us already know, R. Kelly is currently under incarceration in the Metropolitan Correctional Center, downtown Chicago, after he was unfairly slapped with a 30-year prison sentence, following his equally unfair guilty verdict in his New York federal trial that is yet to be appealed. Although it is expected that he will be asked to serve both sentences concurrently, he still awaits sentencing for the guilty verdicts in the recently concluded Chicago federal trial, that ended in a mixed verdict, where he was also cleared on other 7 of the 13 counts of his indictment. The Chicago federal trial also helped portray a clearer perspective of R. Kelly's real character, and helped show the world that the surviving R. Kelly narrative of the R&B king was actually a biased, ill-intended narrative, specifically crafted to bring down the singer's career and completely tarnish his reputation. Unlike the New York federal trial that was heavily single-sided, the Chicago federal trial saw some witnesses, even on the prosecution side, give some real humbling testimonies, characterizing R. Kelly as a loving and caring man, who greatly respects women, and always values all his relationships. Of course, this is a side of R. Kelly which the largely compromised mainstream media had intentionally left out, in a bid to sell the hellbent narrative of him, intended to drive his hard-earned success down the drain. What the mainstream media is also not too keen to report about is R. Kelly's current impact in prison, where he is known to be giving new hope to the hopeless, through his usual selfless acts, including teaching music to fellow inmates for free, and singing comforting songs to those that are lonely and in deep sorrow. Clearly, just like we have always said in our features, good music just can't be stopped. And indeed, whether locked up or free, poor or rich, R. Kelly will always be the king of R&B, and his selflessness just reaffirms his position on the throne. R. Kelly has always had a big heart, probably one of the reasons he actually ended up getting into trouble. It was never a strange sight, seeing R. Kelly performing to a small gathering on the street, or at a friend's humble home party. It has never been about the money for Kelly, but about blessing people, and making people feel good, probably one of the biggest reasons behind his early success, and quick journey to stardom. R. Kelly was never slow to take on apprentices under his wing, helping them get a break into the music industry, which he was personally lucky enough to break into, at such a young age with his early success. Born in Chicago in 1967, R. Kelly started singing in a church choir at the tender age of 8 and later dropped out of high school to fully pursue his dream as a musician. Kelly became well known in 1989 after taking part in the TV contest Big Break, where he eventually took home the $100,000 grand prize and a recording contract with Jive Records. Just a year later, he founded the group, Musically Gifted Man, and they produced and published their debut single, Why You Wanna Play Me, but then quickly broke up. In 1992, Kelly and the musical group Public Announcement published their debut album, Born into the 90s, that eventually received a platinum certification and generated several hit songs. Kelly soon went solo, and by November 1993, his debut solo album, 12 Play, which generated several hit songs, was released. On the Billboard Hot R&B Singles chart, his song Bump and Grind peaked at number 1 and remained there for 12 full weeks. Just after R. Kelly had completed his first hit, he began producing records for diverse artists. In 1995, R. Kelly sold 4 million copies after his hit single, I Believe I Can Fly, that went on to earn him a record 3 Grammys in the same year, and appeared at the top of the music charts for a good while. The greatly talented songwriter, producer and vocalist, has so far released a record 14 studio albums, 5 compilation albums, and 3 collaboration albums in his career, and learning from him would by far be learning from the very best in the industry. But surprisingly, he is not shy to share his knowledge for free, yes, completely free, thanks to his big heart. One just can't stop imagining just how many lives are going to come out of there as completely transformed lives, probably ready to take on a new chapter of their new lives on the outside, with a whole new skill to leverage in earning a living, and probably find their big break into the industry. You can't deny that R. Kelly has already made an inerasable mark on the industry as it is. We have numerous successful artists today that were actually groomed and ushered into the industry by R. Kelly. Aaliyah herself, probably the youngest, successful female artist who ever walked the earth, who unfortunately suffered a premature, fateful death, was actually a product of R. Kelly's mentorship. Introduced to R. Kelly by her uncle Barry Hankerson, Kelly became her mentor, as well as lead songwriter and producer of her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which sold 3 million copies in the United States alone, and was certified double platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. R. Kelly has also written countless songs for numerous artists, and held several successful collaborations with young, upcoming artists, quickly propelling them into stardom, early on in their music careers. His love for music has also seen him do lots of charity events, geared towards supporting the industry, including unpublicized, direct donations to music schools in the U.S., and other music promotion initiatives. News of his great impact in prison comes as no surprise to most of R. Kelly fans, who actually know him well enough for who he truly is. Maurice says, "That is just who R. Kelly is. What do you expect of him? I expect nothing less of what he is actually doing in there. R. Kelly is a humble, loving and down-to-earth gentleman, and he just always wants to be a blessing to everyone. He has no segregation whatsoever. He takes each life on this earth as one that matters, no matter their status quo. That's just who R. Kelly is, has always been and always will be. I can almost guarantee that once he is out of there, he will do everything possible to ensure he sustains this program he has started in there. He just never leaves anything hanging in the balance. Kudos R. Kelly." Melanie says, "R. Kelly is just a very humble soul that doesn't even deserve to be in prison. He was lied upon and plotted against, but trust me, he always finds a way to make the best out of everything, even the most testing of situations. It just surprises me how someone so influential can equally be so meek and noble. I just wish we had more R. Kellys in this world. The world would surely be a better place. Free R. Kelly already." That's all we had for you today. Please let us know in the comment section below what you personally think of R. Kelly's selfless acts in prison. We value your honest opinion. Thank you for watching LFN News, a production of LFN Media, giving you another view of issues at hand. To get notified whenever we post a new video, subscribe to this channel now and hit the notification icon, and remember to give us your comment on the subject matter below.